talking about public art, culture, because if you get a portfolio of a city, they're going to look at the culture. What do you have? What art? And you're talking about city taxes and tourism. We have to have it from all different angles. People don't realize that it's called the ABC, art, business, community. You get the artists and the business together, then you can heal or make the community where they really go to a different level. I'm an artist that feels that I'm going to grow, and the more I think about myself and who I am, that's how I create my work. I have an assignment. If you're a writer, you write. If you're an artist, you create. I'm Charles Washington, Upcycle artist, Houston, Texas. Being an upcycle artist, you look at an object and you ask the object what it wants to be. And from that point, I create it and let it evolve into what it is, and it'll tell me when it's time to stop. Colors mean a lot to me because it actually relates to my culture. So it tells who are you, where you come from, where you're going. I'm actually from the Carolinas, part of the Geechee myth of people that's there, and from South Africa. But then when you do more research on it, colors really express a person's mood. Color can change a person's idea. I was actually in New York, living in the Bronx, and said, I'm going to go to Soho. That was like a dream of doing that. I started doing the research. I couldn't afford a parking space. So I visited my uncle, and he ended up coming to Houston, Southwest Houston. First day, I was looking up in the sky for like a couple days because I was not used to all the sky, all the blue. I said, if I find a job within a week, I'll come back. That was the beginning of me coming here to Houston. It actually started by just painting little small pieces of art. Tried the blue bonnets, that was me. And the upcycle process came from not having anything. So I had to think about how to be creative, and the mindset of growing where you're at, where you are, that's important, because if you can do that, you can be creative and grow and be anywhere. So in the 80s, Houston was not as diverse as it is right now. When you come into the pop-up place, you can see that diversity. This place, it's called the Pop-Up Place. The co-founders of the Harambee Art Gallery, her name is Gail Labani. We came through here and I had this idea as well. People are popping up, why don't we make the pop-up place? So that's what this became. If you look at it, there's a lot of upcycle materials that are actually stand to resist this area. And I got all those things together, but when it started turning around is when my son, Charles Washington, he would say, oh, I'll do it there, all right. But then we locked in and we became partners. He's my best friend, he's my business partner, and also my son, but he brought in a different perspective of it. We have to look at this as a venue to be able to educate and also to bring different generations together. That's why I use that word upcycling, an upcycle artist, because it's not even about the space, it's about this entire area. We want to be able to open it to not just this community, but entire city of Houston, and come in and experience it, but also we can learn about each other, to make things work better. Being part of the art car parade, I came up with a couple of different vehicles. I convert them into an ultimate sculpture, which I still have those pieces. But Classy Red was this white Cadillac, and I painted it red, and it has guitars all over it. It was just classy. So I entered it into the orange show parade, and it won. I have posters of different events that Classy Red was part of. Harambee means pulling together. It's not about me doing this. I have great people around me that have suggestions that are bringing these ideas to the table, and then we're working it out. I'm just creating a vehicle for that. It's about really being able to sit down and create a recipe for yourself. A recipe that you understand, that you can actually share with someone, and then they can add a little more to it. Because all I did is created a recipe, and then people add their own flavor to it, creativity to it. It doesn't matter the age. It's the enthusiasm and the energy that you want to put in the project or the piece that you're working on.